Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So we're going to be talking about this golden symbioid that has a lot of people frustrated, and with good reason. He is a tough one. He is the most difficult boss in the current monthly event, Blood and Venom. So let's take a look at the active buffs, because they are important, and 3 of them are likely the cause of your many deaths. Alright, so first we've got Plagued Mind, which in and of itself isn't a problem. Just draining your power every 30 seconds, not a big deal normally. But then you have that Languor. That is a problem. You're going to be taking a lot of damage when your power goes down to 0. So Plague Mind combined with that means you have 30 seconds to kill this symbioid or you're going to die. Now, you might be able to take in a champion that has a very large health pool and maybe you'll survive it. I don't know. I've never survived it. But those 2 right there are bad news. Now, the power drain means that if you do throw a special, you better make sure it kills that symbioid. Because if it doesn't, it's going to drain your power, and then that Languor is going to kick in and kill you. So those 3 buffs are the most important buffs to note out of all of these. So if that wasn't bad enough, you also have to deal with this symbioid. He is debuff immune, which is a pain. You won't be able to poison him, you won't be able to bleed him, you won't be able to put a shock on him, you won't be able to incinerate him, you won't even be able to parry stun him. So you're going to have to fight him stun immune style, which means you're going to have to bait out heavies and take block damage, all within 30 seconds. That is a pain. Alright, and the other thing about him is that he has a 20%, I believe it's about 20% evade rate. But don't worry about that because he's going to evade like he was classic Spider-Man. You're going to think it was a 90% evade rate. So what are some strategies in fighting this guy? Well, one strategy is to bring in a high damage champion and take him down within the 30 seconds. Alright, so we're going to look at 3 fights. This first fight is Corvus. I bring in my rank 5, 5-star Corvus. I'm running suicides. I'm not boosted up or anything, but as you will see, I don't really need to be boosted up. Now I do have 1 mission completed, and I believe it does provide a little bit of ability accuracy reduction. But as you can see, he's still evading like a crazy person. I'm not going to use more than a 3-hit combo, but that plays right into the style of Corvus that does the maximum damage anyway. You do a medium, light, medium, and once you have your L2, it's unblockable, and hopefully he doesn't evade it. Boom, 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 and it's over. All within the 30-second window. Alright, so the next fight is my Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. Now as you know, he puts out a lot of damage. So in the beginning, I was trying to build up some poise charges, which is a little difficult when he's throwing those haymakers like that. He's got me in the corner, and I made a mistake and I took a little bit too much time, I think, trying to build up the poise charges, or maybe I didn't take enough time. But I'm trying to beat that timer. You can see it right there, and I'm taking a lot of block damage. Boom, timer ran out, and look at how much health he had left. 6,700 health left. So close. So it's definitely doable, but keep in mind I was running suicides, and that's a rank 5 Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. Alright, so If you have a high damage champion and you think you can beat them within those 30 seconds, that's a viable solution to this particular problem. But now we've come to the final fight, and who I consider the best counter for this golden symbioid, and that is your own little symbioid that everyone got for free. You want to rank him up and boost him up. Alright, we're going to take a look at each of the 6 boosts that I chose for this symbioid. First one is Fight Dirty, so you guys can see what that does there. And of course I believe that one is very important because that golden symbioid will evade like crazy. This shuts it down. Okay, so you definitely want the Fight Dirty. Alright, the next one is In for the Kill. My thinking when I got this one is that if I have to rush against that timer, if I can get him down to 15%, I can fire off my special and take him out. So that was sort of like some extra insurance. Alright, the next one was Momentum. And this one I actually got to work complementary to another one. Okay, so that one gives you random buffs, right? So let's keep going here. And the next one is Second Wind. Okay, now see how that one works? You take lethal damage and you heal 10% of your maximum health for each buff active on your symbioid. So that, along with Momentum, I was thinking Momentum would help me build up a lot of buffs. Second Wind, when I took lethal damage, would heal me up to full or close to it. At least that was my thinking. Alright, the next buff boost that I took was Recoup. Again, just sort of an insurance, damage over time. In case I got hit with some sort of a bleed, that would help me stay alive. Now, this next boost is critical. If you don't use any other boost, you want to use this boost. Something that a lot of people have not realized is that this golden symbioid is not tagged as a symbioid or a symbiote, so that makes him an unknown enemy. Alright, so this particular boost, it shuts down ability accuracy for all non-symbiote defenders. So it applies to him. That means it's going to shut down the node. So remember the buffs that we were worried about? The Plagued Mind and the Languor and all of that? This shuts them all down so that you don't even have to worry about it. So now you have all the time in the world to take down this golden symbioid. Alright, now you can choose whatever boosts you think are going to make your life easier and help you take down this symbioid, but the two that I believe are critical are the Unknown Enemy and Dirty Fighting. And I'm not sure about Dirty Fighting because this Unknown Enemy may take care of the evades as well. So if that is so, the only one that you really need is Unknown Enemy, and everything else is just some extra to make your life easier. And as you can see, there is no Plagued Mind countdown. So the Unknown Enemy boost does work the way that I thought it did. And around here, I took my eyes off of my opponent because I was verifying that it did indeed work that way and shut down the node. Alright, now the Golden Symbioid is debuff immune, and our symbioid does like to bleed the opponent, but as you can see, he's not really suffering all that much because he does a lot of damage, a lot of crit damage. And so all I had to do was get the Golden Symbioid down below about 15%, fire off my special because I had that boost in for the kill, and it took him out. And you may have noticed earlier that I was getting a lot of heals when I got hit. That was some of the other boosts. So that's the secret to success, guys. Rank up your symbioid, use the boosts, and wreck this golden symbioid. You don't even need to have the little symbioid at max level. But if you fully explore heroic and master, and just complete epic, I believe you can max him out. But even if you can only get him to rank 4, that's going to be enough. All right. So hopefully you found this video instructive and it helped you defeat the golden symbiote. If you did, consider smashing that like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please consider giving me a subscription. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you would like to support the channel, there are links in my description to help you do just that. I have a new Discord server. There's a link in my description. Come join the family. And you guys have a blessed day.